Y'all stupid, man. I need to stop that, man. Stop being. I need to stop being. Y'all need to be more inclusive, man. Stop being. Stop being uninclusive, man. Mm. What's happening, man? Um, how's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing out there, man? How's everybody doing out there, man? It's only right. Smash Kamala. Yeah, man. Kamala is a MILF, man. Kamala is definitely a MILF, man. Kamala is definitely a MILF. She's the. I don't like her as a person, but that's besides the point, man. As for president, she's probably a sweet lady, man. Kamala's probably a sweet lady, man. If you ain't gotta come and she's probably a sweet lady, man. Yeah. Get these notifications out here, man. So everybody can know that the show has begun, man. I'm crazy. That's the only way to explain it. A nigga is crazy. Everyone hit the like button, man. Shout out to the like gang, man. Like gang. Gang, gang. This is odd, man. Why is no one talking about this, man? Hold on 1 second. See, some people, man, we so carnal, man.
They called him General. So
Yes, they called
General,
me
she
General
is
Harris.
General Harris.
And
so
she
when
hates that.
when he, it was so perfect. She's General Harris. And so when she was elected Attorney General, she actually said, you realize you're
So here's my thing, man. Is there sound, man? Is there still sound? Press one if you can hear me, man. Press one if you can hear me, man. Press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. All right. See, sons, man, sons, we're so carnal. We're so carnal in visual, right? That we see a clip like this and we're like, oh man, look how young she look how fine his daughter is, man. Damn, man, yeah, you was mad, man. I was mad, man. I knocked that down. And if you take a step back, man, you just be like, hey, wait a second. That's a full-blooded Indian lady, man. Do they got different fathers? Do they got the same father? What's going on with this? How is Kamala mixed and the sister a full-blown Indian woman? Am I the only one that thought that? The sister looks and talks like a full-blown Indian woman. Yeah, a whole red dot. Like you can't tell me she mixed too. So wait a second, she mixed, she black. Yo, if they don't have different parents, man, if one of the parents ain't different, man, um, this is a bad look, man. You should have hid her until after the election. Uh, Kamala, man, Kamala. See, look, I said her name right, man. Kamala, man. You should have, yeah, namaste, man. You should have hit her till after the election, man. Cause like, look, man, wait a second, man. She black too. These two black women. I want y'all to think about this, man. I want y'all to think about this, man. This is two black women sitting right here. Where? Listen, man. And somebody was like, yeah, hey, man, you're going to see this funny clip of these two black women, man. And then they showed you this. How many of y'all would be like, yo, what the where the black women at, man? You'll be like, okay, that's a nice clip of the Indian women. All right, where the clip of the black women at, man? Yeah, where the black women at, man? This allegedly a clip of two black women. Where, man? Where they at? They to help. Yeah, because we getting told, hey man, Kamala's black. Okay, so this is her sister. So this is two black women. Hey man, what if they committed a crime? Let's just be honest, man. Let's be honest right now. Hit the like button, subscribe, support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. If these two women mugged you, right? These two women mugged you. You walking down the street, they come take your shit. Hey, man, give me your shit. And then they run off. And the cops come and shit. And they be like, give us a description. Press one if you gonna say, yeah, I just got robbed by two black women. Press one. I just want to know, because I need to know. Press one if you'll say, yeah, man, I just got robbed by two black women. It was two black women. They the ones who did it. Okay, Joe Curry. And then okay, say you the cop, right? All right. Okay. So now, okay, say you the cop, right? You the cop. And somebody told you, hey, two black women just robbed me. and they went that way, and you the cop, you're the cop now, and you walk down the street and you see these two, are you going to stop them for questioning? Press one if you going to stop them for questioning. You've heard that two black women just robbed somebody, and you walking down the street and you see these two. Who gonna stop them for questioning, man? Be like, hey. Yeah, this is weird, man. This is like an alternate universe, man. This is two black chicks right here. Wow. That's crazy, man. That's bananas, man. I'm looking at two black chicks right now. Yeah, right. Facts, Kimberly. I'd stop them and be like, hey, did y'all see two black women right here? Yeah, two black women, man. Two soul sisters, man. We looking for them. They just robbed somebody. Can you help me out? That's bizarre, man. I'm just saying, man. Like, salute to Charles. He said Kamala went to Howard for one reason, to major in how to act black. She graduated with a D. She flunked out. That's Kamala's sister, her blood sister. Same parents, everything. And the sister's 57. So salute to the sister. Everybody's like, yo, sister look good for 57. Salute. I'm not saying the sister don't look good for 57. But we're allegedly looking at two black women sitting here talking. And I'm like, yo, where the fuck are the black women at, man? Where they at? Yeah, neither one of them is doing like this. Ain't nobody doing this. All right, let's hear them talk, man. Let's see if maybe they'll be black women when maybe we'll get some blackness from their conversation.
What they call attorney generals when they're attorneys general, they call them general. So
yes, they call me General Harris.
General Harris,
and so she hates
it was so perfect. She's General Harris, and so when she was elected attorney general, she actually said, "You realize you're going to have to start calling me General Harris." So my feeling is that when she's president of the United States,
stop it.
I will call her Miss President. But until then, you're just Kamala.
All right. Okay.
No, I'm Big Sister. Big Sister General.
They got me doing like that comedian. What's that comedian that be in his car? Yo, what the hell? They less black when they open their mouth, man. Black women don't talk like that, man. Shula King, yeah. I'm like this. Like, yo, man, what the hell? The hell did I just watch, man? All right, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all say it's two black women. I ain't gonna argue with you, man. I don't want to argue no black folks. Somebody might start shooting, man. That person said black don't crack. Let me. What's wrong with these people, man? These people gotta be lying. They gotta be. This gotta be. This gotta be just people just saying this stuff, man. They trying to get their candidate, and a person really believed that enough to tweet this out. Seriously, man. You saw that clip and tweeted this out. Are you serious? This dude said the South Asian don't raise it. I don't know, man. These people can't be serious, man. These people can't be serious, man. Jermaine Dupree, y'all. Another Don't make sure you don't cast your vote till you consult with Jermaine Dupree, man. This is an important election, man. This election is too important to not consult with Jermaine Dupree. So functified. But after that, ooh, it's a new tag team in town. Whoop, there it is.
Yo, out here getting these 5 miles in, as you see me do every day. Real quick, I want to talk about the DNC. I feel like the DNC has been going amazing, but I also feel like tonight, Kamala Harris has a pretty difficult job, right? And it's interesting because the Republican correspondent that's been doing the roundup after the DNC has ended, he asked the question that I kind of asked Kamala when we had our second meeting, if, the fact that she's in office right now, she's in the White House right now. And the guy, he said, what makes y'all believe that she's going to get this stuff done if she becomes president and she's already in the House? And it's a tricky question because
shit. Go ahead.
Yo, Kamala, when we had our what makes y'all believe that she's going to get this stuff done if she becomes president and she's already in the House? And it's a tricky question because I asked Kamala basically the same thing, right? In so many words. And I asked her, like, as the vice president, why they don't let her talk when, Biden seems like he needed someone to speak up for him. I thought that's what the role of the vice president was to help the president. And basically, she kind of let me know that her hands was tied, that they didn't really allow her to be a voice like that in that
Man, her hands ain't been tied since that wild night in Willie Brown's hotel room, man. I don't hear that shit.
space. And tonight, I don't know if she's gonna, I want to see how if she even touches on this, because if she doesn't touch on it, that's the question that I feel like the people that have mixed decisions about voting for her. This is one of the questions. This is the top. This
Mixed decisions about voting. Freudian slip alert. My man, a Freudian slip.
Mixed decisions about voting for her. This is one of the questions. This is the top. This is the top question that they had. And like I said, this is what the Republicans are saying. And they never heard the part about her hands being tied. And if she says something about her hands being tied, then it makes it look like the White House or the Democratic Party didn't really want her to exceed. So she can't really say her hands was tied, but she does have to step into that space. This is something I do believe.
Chicago man was arrested at Chicago airport after flying in from California with more than 40 pounds of cannabis in his luggage. Niggas is still transporting weed on planes? Wow. You gotta be kidding me, man. Dudes is still transporting on planes after 9/11? Are you kidding me? 9/11, it was a show that used to be called Locked Up Abroad, man. 9/11 canceled that show, man. That show was canceled after 9/11, man. Dude, you in trouble too, man. You in trouble, man. All four of your chins, man. They gonna give 20 years to every one of your chins. You gonna get like 80 years, man. Damn. Damn.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How much do you pay
What's
for
your
rent in
number?
Atlanta?
$7,600 a month.
Wow. You think we can take a look at your apartment?
Absolutely. Come
All
on.
right, let's go.
Come on in.
Yo, man. No way, man. You gotta pinch yourself. If something like that happens, you gotta be like, wait a second, man. What the hell?
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How much do you pay for rent in Atlanta?
$7,600 a month.
Wow. You think we can take a look at your apartment?
Absolutely. Come
All
on.
right, let's go.
Come on in. I just love my apartment. The reason I chose this apartment was because of the view, number one, the space, being on the top floor. And I just love like the aesthetics, like the built-in shelves, and it just came with a lot more. It came with the aesthetics that I feel like a pinch house should have. So I just really love it. My actual building is all of my unit is based on my favorite colors, which are black and green, and gold always gives luxury. So I always like to throw in a touch of gold in there. And it gives like really urban, really modern. I'm big on unisex units. I love from where I live to be unisex. I don't like it to be too girly, and I don't like it to be too masculine, but just the amount of touch that describes me, and I love it to be unisex. And yeah, so that's why I picked the black, green, and the gold in here. Oh, one more thing, I also love the 20-foot ceilings. Most penthouses they have about uh, between 12 and 15. Thanks for coming to see me. Thanks for coming to see my unit, and see you guys later.
All All right. Leave man Barry alone. Let that man rest in peace. Y'all be pressed to bring him up on some shit. That man did more for people than anybody in DC, and I always defend him. Go to hell, Washington Times. Ooh. Everyone hit the like button, man. Support the channel, man. Man, niggas are. I hate niggas, man. I hate niggas, man. I just want you niggas to know I hate y'all, man. I hate y'all niggas, man. Some of these stories, man, make me just hate y'all, man. Some of these stories just make me hate y'all, man. Let me show you this, man. But this ain't the one. This ain't the one that makes me hate y'all. This not the one. This is the other one I just seen. Woo.
With D.C. Council member Trayon White facing a federal bribery charge, there are questions about what could happen, I should say, with the upcoming general election in November. White is still the Democratic nominee for Ward 8. He was arrested by the FBI on Sunday. News 4's Mark Seagraves spoke with the Republican facing White in November and the Democrat who came in second in the primary.
Councilmember Trayon White left the federal courthouse Monday after being charged with taking bribes to steer government contracts. White's arrest comes as the Ward 8 councilman is up for re-election in November. Today, the district's Republican Party chair called on White to withdraw from the race. According to the D.C. Board of Elections, the last date for a candidate to withdraw so their name would not be on the ballot is September 12th. With White facing the possibility of a trial and prison time if convicted, there is the possibility someone could launch a write-in campaign. Salim Adafo is an advisory neighborhood commissioner in Ward 8 and ran against White in the primary, coming in second place. I asked Adafo if he would launch a write-in campaign.
This is all happening so fast. We found out about it on Sunday and it's Wednesday afternoon. And so, we really have to, have some time to, think these things through and also look at what the city's leadership, is going to do as well.
For now, it's up to Councilmember White whether he decides to remain on the ballot or withdraw. One man who will definitely be on the ballot is the Republican challenger, Nate Derenge. He's hoping Ward 8 voters definitely be on the ballot is the Republican challenger, Nate Derenge. He's hoping Ward 8 voters give him a closer look now, but acknowledges any Democrat, even a write-in candidate, would be hard to beat.
I know that the Democratic Party could run a very effective write-in campaign, and they have the population to do it, and it would be a close race, definitely because of their organization skills and just with the Democratic machine in Ward 8 that has been exercising for the past few decades. And so if Councilmember drops out or if he doesn't drop out, I still have a long road ahead of me. But the DC Ward 8 Dems could definitely for the past few decades. And so if Councilmember drops out or if he doesn't drop out, I still have a long road ahead of me. But the DC Ward 8 Dems could definitely do a successful write-in campaign if they so choose.
In the district, Mark Seagrave.
Ahead of me, but yeah, the DC Ward 8 Dems could definitely do a successful write-in campaign if they still have a long road ahead of me, but
Yo, listen, are y'all hearing this hate this guy's spewing? Press one if you hearing this hate this guy's spewing, man. This guy's spewing nothing but hate, man. Listen to this, man. I want y'all to listen to this, man. Listen to all this hate.
Any Democrat, even a write-in candidate, would be hard to beat.
I know that the Democratic Party could run a very effective write-in campaign, and they have the population to do it. And
population? Oh, so you got a problem with black people. You got a problem with our population being so high. Man, I'm running. I'm gonna go down to Ward 8 and run against this guy, man. He got a problem with black population. He don't like seeing a lot of black people, man. See, this is why we gotta keep these Republicans out of Ward 8, man.
it would be a close race, definitely, because of their organization skills and just with the Democratic machine in Ward 8.
Machine? So what you saying? Black people are like machines, just to work? We supposed to just work like machines? He don't even see us as human, y'all. This guy don't even see us as human beings, man.
And it would be a close race, definitely, because of their organization skills and just with the Democratic machine in Ward 8 that has been exercising for the past few decades.
Exercising? All he talking about is work. All he see black people is workers, machines, and exercising. I'm announcing my candidacy for Ward 8, man. Write in Ock Nation, man, on your ballot, man. We can't let hate into Ward 8. That's my slogan, y'all. We can't let hate into Ward 8.
Definitely, because of their organization skills and just with the Democratic machine in Ward 8 that has been exercising for the past few decades. And so if Councilmember drops out or if he doesn't drop out, I still have a long road ahead of me.
Drop out? Listen, man, I don't know where you're from, but all black people did not drop out of high school. All black people did not drop out of high school, man. See, this is the problem right here. This is why you need to vote Ock Nation and write me in for Ward 8 councilman, man. Because it's either me or it's this Trump apologist, this Nazi right here, talking about exercising in machines and dropping out of high school. Listen, blacks have high dropout rates because of slavery and mass incarceration, which you would know a lot about because you did it. You were behind it. Your parents.
And so if Councilmember drops out or if he doesn't drop out, I still have a long road ahead of me, but yeah,
Long road. So you don't like walking through black neighborhoods? So you feel like if you in a black neighborhood, it's a long road. But when you in a white neighborhood, you just skip into your loo, listening to your earbuds, got both earbuds in, not paying attention to your surroundings. But when you in a black neighborhood, it's a long road. You got to take your earbuds out. You got to keep your head on a swivel. Your heart is racing. You're nervous. Listen, man. Keep hate out of Ward 8, y'all. Keep hate out of Ward 8. Write Ock Nation in on the ballot, man.
if council member drops out or if he doesn't drop out, I still have a long road ahead of me. But yeah, the DC Ward 8 Dems could definitely do a successful write-in campaign if they so choose.
In the district, Mark Seagraves,
Oh.
News 4.
If we so choose. If we so choose. So you think we're lazy. Okay, so you think we lack the follow through in the force of character and intestinal fortitude to see a job through to the end. They're all the same, y'all. They're all the same. In November, let's keep hate out of Ward 8, y'all. Keep hate out of Ward 8. Right in Ock Nation.
Could definitely do a successful write-in campaign if they so choose.
In the district, Mark Seagraves, News 4.
Mayor Muriel Bowser released a statement to News 4, writing, programs that impact violence interruption must operate without political interference. She added that her office will conduct an internal review of Councilmember White's interactions with violence interruption programs.
A woman under arrest tonight after going on a rampage in Gardena, deliberately crashing her car into two vehicles after assaulting a firefighter. Now, this all began when the woman was...
See, if she was black, she'd be dead. If she was black, she'd be dead, man. You saw what they did to Sonya Massey, man. If this was a black woman, she would have been dead, man.
Deliberately crashed.
And listen, man, at first, I didn't even know whether it was or not a black woman, because that could have been a black woman with a lace front on with some yaki in her hair, man.
Rampage in Gardena, deliberately crashing her car into two vehicles after assaulting a firefighter. Now, this all began when the woman was spotted in an altercation with another man, and that's when the LA County firefighters stepped in to help.
But things turned chaotic after that. Chris Wolf is live in Gardena with more on the rampage and what started it all. Chris.
Yeah, that's right. Rick and Cher, it all happened right here this afternoon along Manhattan Beach Boulevard in Gardena. A young man who lives right here heard all the commotion and then grabbed his cell phone. Caught on camera. A bizarre and explosive scene erupts along Manhattan Beach Boulevard in Gardena Wednesday afternoon. A woman who appears to be dressed in black scrubs is yelling at an LA County firefighter. She seems outraged and physically attacks him, slapping the public safety professional and at times throwing punches. The LA County Fire Department says personnel arrived on scene shortly after.
See, look, man, if she was black, man, that dude would have been deputized, man. They would have deputized him and made him a cop on the spot and allowed him to arrest her, man.
After 12 p.m. to answer a call about some sort of traffic collision. Another one was about to happen, but we'll get to that in a moment. Frank Rojas is the young man who lives on the street and who recorded all the wild action.
And then I just hear like chaos ensue from indoors, and that's when I see this woman who parks her car on the street, like not even on a designated area, just middle of the lane, like right there on the lane, gets off her car and starts arguing with, I guess was a fire officer.
Witness Frank Rojas says the woman jumped in her car and started driving around and around until this happened. Gardena police say the woman slammed her car into an undercover police vehicle and the LA County Fire SUV. By chance, Gardena detectives were driving by and had stopped to try to help the firefighters. They did not hesitate to arrest the angry female.
It looked like they hesitated a whole lot. Where her handcuffs at, man? They hesitated like a mother. If she was black, she'd have been face down on the ground already.
Driver. The impact took a wheel off the undercover cop car. What was she saying? What was she yelling about? Could you understand?
Yeah, I mean, it was mostly just a lot of curse words, and her, ultimately what I was just getting was her saying to stop follow me and to follow someone else. Yeah, that's like the gist of it.
Stop following me, follow this other person. Why are you messing with me?
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
yeah, that stuff.
No one was seriously injured. Gardena police arrested 36-year-old Jessica Chavez of Inglewood. She now faces several charges, including assault on a firefighter, assault with a deadly weapon, and driving under the influence. Reporting live in...
So, driving under the influence of Modelo, man. Salute to Van Ham, man. Shout out to Van Ham, man. Everyone hit the like button, man. All, whatever, how many y'all it is in here, hit the like button, man.
Right now at 4 o'clock, a heartbroken woman is speaking out after losing her daughter and granddaughter in a crash. It happened late last night in Delaware. Video shows a speeding car running a red light, then slamming head on.
Yo, niggas, I hate niggas, man.
Right now at 4 o'clock, a heartbroken woman is speaking out after losing her daughter and granddaughter in a crash. It happened late last...
You ain't even like fleeing for your life. Like, if you in a stolen car and you're fleeing arrest, yo, you get caught, you getting out the next day. And the case is gonna be dropped. They don't even prosecute stuff in these jurisdictions, man. That just goes to show you that there's no hope for the Sun Man. Even when you stop prosecuting them, they still do shit like this.
Right now at 4 o'clock, a heartbroken woman is speaking out after losing her daughter and granddaughter in a crash. It happened late last night in Delaware. Video shows a speeding car running a red light, then slamming head on into a family's minivan before hitting another vehicle. It is Thursday afternoon. I'm Sarah Bloomquist.
And I'm Brian Taft. The big story on Action News today is that deadly crash in Newcastle that also left 6 people, including 4 children, hurt. There are many questions today about what led up to that crash, but right now family members are focused on the tragic loss of their loved ones.
Action News reporter Charles Watson is live now in Wilmington, where those injured children are being treated. Charles, what can you tell us?
Yes, Sarah and Brian, we're learning the 4 children who survived that deadly crash are all being treated here in Nemours Children's Hospital, where we're told at least one of those kids is currently listed in stable condition. Meantime, the family is sitting down with Action News to remember the loved ones they lost in that horrific crash.
They took my baby.
Yolanda Urena says the pain of losing both her daughter and granddaughter in this deadly crash in Newcastle last night is both...
Just some niggas fleeing from the police. And just look at this shit, man. Just fleeing from the police and just blowing through stop signs and red lights, not caring. And I bet you neither one of them niggas in that car got a scratch on them.
physically and mentally overwhelming.
Two beautiful souls snatched just like that. For what?
Urena tells Action News her 28-year-old daughter, Charisma Stevens, and Stevens' 10-year-old daughter, Zamaya, are the two victims who were killed in this horrific accident at the intersection of Airport and Christiana Roads late Wednesday night. According to Delaware State Police, Stevens had attempted to make a left turn in her 2008 Dodge Grand Caravan from the eastbound lanes of Christiana Road onto Airport Road. At the same time, police say a 2022 Kia was traveling at a high rate of speed in the westbound lanes toward the same intersection. Authorities say the Kia blew through a red light, striking the Dodge Caravan and causing it to roll several times and striking a third vehicle. At least 6 people were injured, including 4 of Stevens' surviving children. Her mother tells Action News she had been out.
So she had all her kids in the car. She had all 5 of her kids in the car, and these apes ran into that car of all the cars they could have hit. Niggas are not only evil, but they like heat-seeking missiles, man. Y'all are hateable. Niggas are hateable, man. Press 1, man. Hit the like button. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, and Super Chat. Niggas are hateable. Like, you can really hate them.
Trying to make some extra money with DoorDash. This just months after Stevens finished a program at Colorado Technical University where she received an associate's degree.
Just got her associates and she just bought her first car. And she did it all by herself. Maya was a very happy child. Always happy, always always want to help grandma.
At the crash site, drivers we spoke to say speeding is a long-standing issue at this intersection in particular.
They don't seem to.
Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with speeding. Them niggas was fleeing in a fucking stolen car. That ain't got shit to do with speeding. That's them apes doing some stupid shit in the Kia.
Always happy, always want to help grandma.
At the crash site, drivers we spoke to say speeding is a long-standing issue at this intersection in particular.
They don't seem to care about other people the way they drive.
Meantime, Urena says she's trying to figure out how to tell her grandchildren that their mom and sister aren't coming home.
Everybody's broken down. I just don't even know how to tell the other kids.
Yeah, and we're learning from Delaware State Police that an officer did pull over that speeding Kia, but it apparently fled from that officer 12 minutes before causing that deadly crash. No word from police on if any charges will be filed.
So much for joining us. I'm Faith Jesse.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Tonight, Atlanta police are investigating after a mother was killed this week near Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta. Now, this is the victim. She's Courtney Reese. Tonight, her family is devastated, and as her family is already dealing with another loss. Her sister, also a victim of gun violence just months ago. 11 Alive's Erica.
So these 2 sisters were gunned down within a couple of month period. Wow. That is crazy. Blackistan is a strange place. But Cleveland, this is Young Thug's territory. Cleveland.
She's Courtney Reese. Tonight, her family is devastated, and as her family is already dealing with another loss. Her sister, also a victim of gun violence just months ago. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy, live from the neighborhood on the city's southeast side where this happened.
And Erica, we're hearing this story. It is absolutely devastating. What are you learning about it?
It is very devastating for everyone who lives over here. You can't see it, but we are standing in front of a barbershop, the Cleveland Avenue barbershop, and the barbers there tell me that this young mom used to bring at least one of her children here to get his hair cut. Now, on Tuesday night, the family of this 32-year-old mother of 4 was forever changed. On Springside Drive, a hooded man gunned down this woman just a quarter of a mile from here.
Recently, it's been so much violence against women. It's like they're just being unprotected.
Atlanta.
Recently, they're being unprotected. Women are being unprotected.
It's been so much violence against women. It's like they're just being unprotected.
Atlanta police responded to Springside Drive on Tuesday night just before 9 to find Reese suffering from gunshot wounds. A ring cam video is now making its way through social media, appearing to show the moment her life was taken. Violence interrupter Dr. Travis Barber says the area where she was killed is no stranger to him.
I know everything about Cleveland, and I lost a cousin over there as well as some friends.
Hearing about Reese's slaying is concerning to Barber.
It's no control over the gun laws. There's no control over the mental health patients. It's everybody's just going around like we're in the Wild Wild West.
Fellow community member Paulette Smith lost her son to gun violence and knows firsthand what this family must be going through.
There's a family that's here that's ripped apart. Kids don't have a mom. So we, as the community, Mothers Against Gang Violence, we are here to wrap around their family.
Man. Yeah, it was safe in the Wild Wild West, man. Hey.
Now, we did reach out to APD to find out if there are any updates on this case. We have not heard anything from them yet. But what we do know is that the family of this young mother has set up a GoFundMe to raise money for her burial costs. We do have a link to that.
And now another GoFundMe. Another GoFundMe. Another GoFundMe, man. Damn, they got her. They got her. They got her homicide on Ring doorbell, man. I'm gonna give it to y'all, man. They got her homicide on Ring doorbell. This is crazy. This fool killed her right on a Ring doorbell, man. I'm gonna put the homicide is wow. That shit is crazy, man. Yo, that nigga executed her. Yo, that was crazy. Did you see that video I just shared? Yo, where's the outrage for that? Where's the outrage for that? Yo, no outrage for this? Holy shit. That nigga, the gun was jammed. He sat there and fixed the gun. I think the gun was jammed and he had to fix it. And then he shot her. Yo. Wow. Wow. That was a brutal murder, yo. Jeez. That was Cleveland Avenue. That's in Atlanta. That's a rough neighborhood. That's where Young Thug is from. Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta. Woo, man. She went out like a yo. Her sister got killed earlier a few months ago, and then she just went out like that. Jeez. And it just walked off. And we tried it. He tried it off. Wow. I just put it in the chat, man. That was bananas, my nigga. But it just shows you the callousness, how niggas can just kill. Niggas don't care, man. They don't care.
Afternoon and welcome to 11 Alive News at 4. I'm Jonathan Martin.
And I'm Faith Jesse. Thanks so much for being here with us. Atlanta police are investigating after a mom was killed this week near Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta. The family of Courtney Reese devastated after her sister was also a victim of gun violence just months ago. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy has our top story today. She's joining us live from the neighborhood on the city's southeast side. Just to emphasize that devastation, Erica, this has got to be such a hard story for that area. What are you hearing from people over there?
Definitely devastating for the people who live in this area. Courtney was just 32 years old and she was caring for 4 young children when her life was cut short on Tuesday, just here off of.
They out here killing moms of 4. That woman got 4 kids, and the nigga don't care, man. Nigga don't care about them kids, nothing. He just know her sister got killed a few months ago, whatever. Know she got 4 kids and still just dumped on her ass. Doom. Yo, take the $5 challenge, man. We've had a very low amount of people taking the $5 challenge this week, man. Please take the $5 challenge. Please support the channel. Salute to Van Ham. He says, "Speak the word, church." Yeah, man. Salute to you, man. This shit right here is that was a rough video though, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. The callousness. I mean, they just kill, man. Niggas just shooting girls and shit, man. This stuff is crazy, man. It's rough, man.
Old and she was caring for 4 young children when her life was cut short on Tuesday, just here off of Cleveland Avenue and Springside Drive. Police say they were called out to the 39 Springside Drive Southeast just before 9 o'clock. They found Reese suffering from several gunshot wounds, and she succumbed to those injuries. Police say that there is now a short ring cam video that is showing the exact moment that her life was taken. We can't show you that video because it is simply just too graphic, but it does show a man shooting her multiple times after Reese appears to plead with him. We spoke with a group here in the Cleveland Avenue neighborhood who works with families affected by violence. They think that they are seeing an increase in violence against women in this area.
Recently, it's been so much violence against women, and it's like they're just being unprotected. There's a family that's here that's ripped apart. Kids don't have a mom. So we, as the community, Mothers Against Gang Violence, we are here to wrap around their family, because when that happens to you, I know personally, because it happened to me, you need support for everything.
Now, we have reached out to APD several times for an update in this case. We have not heard back from them yet, but we do want to say that the family of Miss Reese has created a GoFundMe to help raise money for her burial costs. We do have a link to that fundraiser on our website. That's 11alive.com.
Whew, man.
Local 10 News starts right now.
And right now at 5:30, a break in the case. A person who shot and killed a woman, then threw her out of a car, is now behind bars.
This happened back in March. Police tell us the suspect and the 21-year-old victim were arguing at a house party before those fatal shots were fired. Local 10 Samir Nafsi joining us live outside of the Hallandale Beach Police headquarters with an update. Samir.
Eden, Omar Simpson was arrested last night by police. Now today would have marked the 22nd birthday.
What's up with black dudes named Simpson, man? And women, man? That's crazy, man. If your daughter dated a dude named Simpson, man, you gotta watch out, man.
Omar Simpson was arrested last night by police. Now today would have marked the 22nd birthday for the victim, who was gunned down after things took a wrong turn after a party.
Just want justice.
In fact,
damn. In her stripper fit. She was wearing her stripper fit.
5 months after waiting, justice now on the horizon.
Mr. Simpson, you are here pursuant to a warrant. The charge is first-degree premeditated murder with a firearm. I do find probable cause.
21-year-old Omar Simpson facing a Broward County judge accused of murdering Makisha Johnson in March of this year.
Your Honor, based on the nature of the charge, I am asking that Mr. Simpson be held no bond.
This video captures her final moments. Inside the vehicle, Johnson was shot and then thrown out of the vehicle along Pembroke Road. The vehicle seen here crashing into a tree. 2 people captured running away.
She was shot in the...
Yo, these niggas are savages, man, out here, man. No outrage. No outrage, no, like, and I'm not even saying you should protest in March, but god damn, man, like something. This shit is wicked, man. If these niggas bodying chicks like this, man, streets must be hell right now, man.
Johnson was shot and then thrown out of the vehicle along Pembroke Road. The vehicle seen here crashing into a tree. 2 people captured running away.
She was shot in the chest and in the arm and thrown out the vehicle face down.
Through a lot of hard work and very, very diligent detectives, we were able to arrest the person responsible for this.
Salute to the detectives, man, that were able to find this guy, man. He was just walking around. Them niggas did that shit, and they were just walking around the last 5 months, man. Just chilling. That's the thing about Blackistan. You never know who you sharing a space with. You never know who you standing next to on the bus. You never know who you passing in the street. You never know who's in the car next to you in Blackistan, man. It could be very well be a nigga who just did some shit like this. Salute to LRLRS, Big Larry of the building, man. Yeah, but it don't gotta be politically convenient. It could just be like just just the community. Like, I'm not even talking about politics. I'm not saying the Democratic National Convention need to put these chicks up on the Summer Jam screen. All I'm saying is that, like, the community, man, fuck a balloon release. Where's the goddamn, like, a different response, man? Like, this shit is crazy, man. These niggas just whacking broads in broad daylight. Like they niggas, man. And listen, I've been there, man. Oh, I wanted to kill a broad so many times, man. you know, you're in relationships or you just dealing with broads and it's just they make you so mad. I've been there, I get it, but god damn, man, these niggas actually doing it.
And very, very diligent detectives, we were able to arrest the person responsible for this heinous crime.
Simpson is said to have met Johnson at a party in Hollywood on March 5th. It was there an argument broke out over stolen items. When Johnson's life was threatened, her sister told us she had nothing.
Stolen items. So they went to a house party and some Sun Man shit came up. Oh yeah, Sun Man gonna hold court right there, man. I've been there, man. I've been there. Bitches do steal your shit at like, but Sun Man will get it wrong. Some man will accuse the wrong person several times, man. A lot of times. Some men are not good detectives, man. It's just, they don't have good judgment, so it's like they're not gonna be good detectives. I could see I could believe that their stuff got stolen, and I could believe that they accused the wrong person. I could believe both of them. I could believe that stuff got stolen, and I could believe that they accused the wrong person.
Responsible for this heinous crime.
Simpson is said to have met Johnson at a party in Hollywood on March 5th. It was there an argument broke out over stolen items. When Johnson's life was threatened, her sister told us she had nothing to do with the situation.
She was an innocent victim whose life was just taken away.
As
she's smiling and shit. What the fuck?
No tears. No tears.
These some strange puppies, man. Damn.
Sister told us she had nothing to do with the situation.
She was an innocent victim whose life was just taken away.
As for the man accused of taking her life,
Mr. Simpson, we are going to continue to hold you no bond.
All right, and I had a chance to speak to Simpson's defense attorney earlier. She says her client is innocent and believes that'll be evident once more facts come to light. As for the investigation, it's still very much ongoing. Anyone with any information is asked to contact Broward County Crime Stoppers. Their number, 954-493-TIPS.
Shit.
Yo, this is crazy. Like, not one activist goes and tries to make a political point. Nothing. What a strange community.
I'm telling you, man. They whacking, bro. Did you see the video, the one in Atlanta?
Yeah, that was disturbing. She was pleading, she was crying, saying, "Don't do it," and he still did it.
It just trotted off into the night. That nigga ain't care if a squad car might have been in the area. That nigga just like, listen, man, these niggas different, man. They don't care. Like they're like if ring door, they don't think about nothing. They just kill. That's kind of like how they get away with it, because they don't think about like planning and nothing. They just do that shit, and there's no motive. It's kind of hard to you know what I'm saying, figure them out because they just do that shit.
Yeah. No thinking about it, just instant. They're good soldiers.
Yeah, these dudes are. Yeah, to be able to blow a girl's head off in broad daylight. I mean, broad nightlight, but just in like, you know, in open spaces and shit. That shit is crazy, man.
Outside of the West Valley, where Glendale police say they caught an organized theft ring, caught on video here, responsible for a series of home break-ins across the valley. And get this, the average age of these suspects, just 15. Tonight, 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra shares details on how the group was operating.
Yeah, I would know.
At least 8 teens were arrested in connection to the thefts between Glendale and Phoenix. In each case, police say the teens would wear masks and gloves to conceal their identity, but detectives were able to link the group together through the clothes they were wearing and the stolen cars they were driving.
What kind of things are you doing for money? breaking into houses.
A group of teenagers are accused of going out after dark, breaking into homes and stealing expensive items, including cars, guns, and electronics. One of those teens explaining exactly who they targeted in an edited video shared by Glendale police.
You either just go front door hopping, try to see whose doors are unlocked, or we obtain garage openers. Most people have it in their car on the sunroof visor.
This same teen telling investigators he carries
That's
a
a
gun
white
to
boy.
each of the burglaries for his own protection.
Why do you even carry a gun to begin with?
Self-protection, because the stuff I do, I can either get chased or shot at, or
By who? Oh,
my victims.
your victims? Okay.
Investigators say they know of at least 46 break-ins from June to
Wow.
August, but suspect the group could
Wow.
be connected to more.
This all happened when these families were sleeping. You know, families that are trusting that they're going to be safe in their own neighborhood within the walls of their own home.
Court documents reveal details from one night in July when the suspects are accused of consecutively breaking into 3 different homes. That's when detectives caught on.
Police for the warrant! Police search warrant!
Some of the stolen items were recovered, but police say a suspect admitted to selling the items, telling police he is forced to support himself financially, and this is how he makes money. The suspects are facing a long list of felony and misdemeanor charges.
These are serious offenses, serious charges coming your way. Your whole crew is coming down.
Glendale police are calling these crimes of opportunity because of how easy it was for the break-ins to happen. They encourage people to lock their car doors and bring in their valuables, including those garage door openers. Reporting in Glendale, Gabriela Vicura, 12.
It's either glider teams or burritos, but they're definitely smart. They know what areas to hit.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Breaking in 3 consecutive houses, like that, just boom, boom, like that's crazy. That's almost like a bunch of young guys that just started like pushing the envelope, daring each other, like you know what I'm saying? Like, bet you won't do this, bet you won't do, like just up in the ante, knowing that they're not going to have, there's not going to be any consequences when they do finally get caught.
You saw him just moments ago. The father of the 16-year-old boy says it was a family friend who shot and killed his son over a video game.
Shit.
Good evening. I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock.
Big
16-year-old Tavion Swindell was
How'd
at
you know?
that family friend's home when police say 35-year-old
Over a video game.
I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. 16-year-old Tavion Swindell was at that family friend's home when police say 35-year-old Devon Jones shot him in the chest during a round of smack talk while they were playing a video game. Swindell was set to start his first season on varsity for Southwest High School in the Fort Worth ISD. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager live tonight with more on this story. Peyton.
Steve, and Tavion Swindell just turned 16 last month, and he just started his first week of his junior year at high school here in Fort Worth. His father sat down with me this evening, and he calls his son's death senseless, and now is planning the teenager's funeral.
Like I said, I'm just lost. It hasn't really came to me.
Henry Gary is now grieving the loss of his only son, 16-year-old Tavion Swindell. Swindell was a junior at Southwest High School in Fort Worth ISD, gearing up for his first season on varsity football.
I was going to make a point to make every game because I played high school football myself, so I can only imagine how excited he was.
On August 18th, Crowley police say 35-year-old Devon Jones shot and killed the teenager following an argument over a video game. It happened at Jones's home in Crowley, a suburb south of Fort Worth.
I don't know what his issue is. I don't even know the guy.
A place Gary tells Fox 4 his son has visited many times before.
What 35-year-old man? I'm not going to even actually call him a man because, for one, you shouldn't have been around them kids while they was playing games. No way.
Court documents say the two were smack-talking and words began to escalate. Jones then allegedly pulled out a gun and shot Swindell in the chest. Police say Jones...
You know how this goes, though. Like, them young boys do, like, if the... these young boys in the stand, as we see in these stories, they can be dangerous.
Yeah, but you can't kill somebody off of a
No,
video
no.
game.
What I'm saying is that it may not have been the video game. It
Or
may have been what was
he
said,
probably said suck my D and all that shit. Yeah.
or like bitch ass nigga, I do that to you, or something, or like nigga, I smoke your ass, and old dude like what? Nigga,
Yeah.
and then it's like it's just. And then he a big boy too. Like, listen, I've been around these young boys in Blackistan, uh, and I'm not saying that it's right. I'm definitely not saying that it's right. But sometimes these situations, especially when you're older dude, they don't respect older dudes. I know that much. You know that, right? They don't
I,
respect older
I,
black guys.
I work at a school, and when I used to work at the high school, you know what I mean? Pause. Kids invited me to their penis, suck my dick, and this, and I'm like, what? I'm a grown
Yeah,
ass man, so it's like they don't care.
yeah. They'll threaten you too quick, and their threats have to be taken seriously. You can't take you
Sure.
just their threats like they're just a kid. And you making a big mistake.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would love to know what was said. What
I
was
just
said? 'Cause
I know me though. I wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't do it, but
well,
it's
look at this
this
nigga
guy's a
though.
son man. He's a
Yeah,
son man. Yeah,
look
it's
at
a
him.
difference.
He over there hanging with
Prototype.
little kids. He hanging with 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? He like in their mix. You know what I'm
What
saying? Like
what's Nas says? He living his second childhood. Yeah.
yeah. So he's like he's on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like and here's the thing when when you get into it with a young boy, that young boy do have to like win because he got the shit he gonna hear like, oh, you let that old ass nigga, you let that old unk ass nigga punk you, like your friends gonna clown you and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna, you know what I'm saying, you gonna have the peer pressure and the sense of like, oh man, we was over such and such playing games. This old ass so and so uncle punked the shit out of so, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of gotta like go extra hard because their little culture, their little sun team culture is so built on, you know what I'm saying, being hard and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro was probably talking heavy for him to shoot him like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, blammed his ass right there. Please take the $5 challenge via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. You can support the channel either with PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Don't be afraid, man.
Told a witness, another teenager at the home, quote, not to call the cops before taking off. Jones left.
He told the other teenager not to call the cops.
Police say Jones told a witness, another teenager at the home, quote, not to call the cops before taking off. Jones left with the murder weapon and later ditched his cell phone, according to investigators. Swindell was taken to JPS Hospital and later died.
We finally went inside, and they said they wanted the family of Tavion to sit in a certain area to talk to the chaplain. That's what I knew.
Crowley police posted a photo of Jones's Lincoln Town car they pulled from flock cameras in the area. Jones was arrested on Monday with the help of Fort Worth police.
You're a grown man, you should put yourself in better positions. If you that angry, you shouldn't have never been there.
And Steve, investigators didn't go into detail on how they tracked down Jones, only saying that they used phone records of family members and also those flock cameras. He remains in the Tarrant County Jail this evening. He's charged with murder and tampering with evidence.
Yeah, that's some son man shit right there.
Shit. Just unbelievable, man.
It's like that one girl that
But
got
we're going to
shot
begin
when they
this
were
hour
playing
with an update to a
basketball
tragic.
and she was
Oh
drunk in the
yeah,
crowd.
yeah. The dude, yeah, blamed her ass. They playing 1-on-1, yeah. So with sons, like a lot of times people see son murder and they like, damn, it was over some mayonnaise, extra mayonnaise on the sandwich. Nah, some people once we start talking, it be about whatever was being said and who feel they too tough to hear for somebody to talk to them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of sons think they too tough or too bad for anybody to say certain things to them, and they'll kill you for that. And the penitentiary is full to the brim. You know, in there for that shit. It's a very common way sons go to prison over shit like that. Over the words. It ain't about the thing no more. It quickly becomes about the words.
But we're going to begin this hour with an update to a tragic story that we've been following all week. 5 people died in a fiery crash in Fort Worth, police say was caused by a drunk driver. Today, we talked to the father of the youngest victim. Fox 4's Dion England joins us live in Fort Worth with this story. Hey, Dion.
These niggas, man, I hate these niggas, man.
Hi there. Well, the investigators are continuing to build a case against the teen who they've accused of driving drunk and causing this fatal crash. Meantime, today, a father consumed with grief shared with us what it meant to him to be a father.
Becoming a father was
An emotional father remembers his 2-year-old daughter. Amaya Lachey Rose Fisher was the youngest victim in a fatal crash that killed 5 people. And police say it was at the hands of a 19-year-old drunk driver. Amaya's father, Eddie Fisher, recalls her bright smile.
To me, that was the biggest joy of my life.
And how she loved her favorite animated show.
Every time they came on, she heard the background music. She completely stopped everything she's doing.
With his 2 sisters' support, Fisher clutches one of Amaya's favorite toys and struggles to move forward without her. Fisher was once in a relationship with the toddler's mom, who was also killed. Amber Hopewell, her boyfriend
That's
Willie
tough.
Gunn, and 2 other of Hopewell's children died early Monday at Interstate 35 and Seminary Drive in Fort Worth, when investigators say Eduardo Gonzalez slammed into their vehicle.
I know it, goddamn. These
Burrito.
motherfuckers come over here. Yeah, they come with that, and this is something they do, like drinking and driving. That's like, yeah, they do that.
You know how many when I'm done with the bar, how many drives just drunk, and it's like I tell them, let me call you a cab. They're like, no, I got it. I do this every day. It's just
Yeah,
sad.
this is a hidden cost of immigration, man. You bring in a lot of their judgment is terrible when it comes to drinking and driving because they consume so much alcohol that they have a different what do you call it? A different not like they just got a different orientation. Let me put it like that. Orientation to alcohol. Yeah, and they make terrible decisions when they're drunk. Terrible decisions, man. They're bad decision makers, man. Wow. This is what you're bringing in. You're bringing in hundreds of thousands of these.
Vehicle from behind, causing it to catch fire. He is charged with 5 counts of intoxication manslaughter. Amaya was Fisher's only child.
The first time I was able to hold her, like the whole world changed. Like I had a reason to be better and do better. Being a father is the best thing. I'm the most I'm more proud of being a father than anything else in my life.
And you could believe him. Like, he's very believable. I believe this brother. You dig what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
I believe what he's saying. I don't. This is just horrific, man. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Make sure you hit the like button. Share the video if you can. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel. We should have let's see if we can get like 10 people to take the $5 challenge right now, man. 10 of you guys, man. One after another. 10 people take the $5 challenge. Support the channel. This brother right here though he's so genuine, man, and you know that like this crushed him, man. This is just terrible, man. This is a terrible, terrible story.
She gave me a purpose. She gave me a reason. She gave me understanding.
Fisher looks forward to Gonzalez being held accountable through the justice system. He also
Get like 8 years or some shit like that, because vehicular manslaughter don't hold a lot of the time.
wants to share a message with parents.
For those parents that do still have their kids in their life and everything, to hold on to them tighter. That's a tough time. I wouldn't wish this upon anybody.
Damn.
Now, police today say there are no new developments in the investigation. Toxicology tests for Gonzalez are still pending. It's a very
These niggas. Man. Yeah. Fuck, man. We gotta see if we can find some good stories up here, man. In the mix, man.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Jesus Christ, man.
A twice convicted felon returning to court this morning for arraignment in a Rochester homicide. Police say 27-year-old Taekwon Ruther punched 42-year-old Jovan Lucas in the head outside a Rochester barber shop earlier this month, knocking him to the ground unconscious. Lucas died from his injuries a week later. 13 Web's Natalie Calzatoni was in Rochester City Court this morning and is back with the latest on this case for us. Natalie, good evening.
Good evening, Matt. Taekwon Ruther was on parole for 2 prior convictions in 2019. U.S. Marshals took him into custody Tuesday. Several of Lucas's family and friends showed up at court calling for justice to be served.
And they just took him. They just took him.
Jovan Lucas's family and friends made themselves heard in Rochester City Court Wednesday morning as the man accused of killing their loved one faced a judge.
No bail, no release. I'll schedule this.
27-year-old Taekwon Ruther is charged with criminally negligent homicide for the death of 42-year-old Lucas. Police say on August 9th, Lucas was standing outside of a Clippers barbershop on Hudson Avenue where he worked. Ruther allegedly punched Lucas in the head in an unprovoked attack, knocking him to the ground unconscious. A week later, Lucas died in the hospital from his injuries. His mother demanding justice.
He's loving, he's caring, he's kind. He did nothing to provoke this.
Lucas's family and friends tell me he was a father who loved his kids more than anything in the world. Thomas Gant says Lucas has been his barber and friend for 20 years.
One of the most beautifulest people you can have in here, man. I'm joyful that was my friend in life.
Ruther's attorney says her client is shocked by these allegations.
Has made no admissions of guilt at this point, and he is hopeful to get home soon and get back in the community.
Police say Ruther was on parole for 2 convictions in 2019. He was convicted of criminal possession of a weapon and criminal possession of a controlled substance. He received a 4-year sentence in August 2020 and was released on parole in January 2023. He was arrested again in June 2023 for criminal possession of a controlled substance, and once again in August 2023 for driving while intoxicated. He pled guilty to the DWAI charge and received a conditional discharge sentence and a $500 fine. Lucas's loved ones angered by the violence.
Rochester is better than what we are displaying right now. The city is ravaged with people that doesn't have any compassion or love, and that was what my son was about.
When I turned around, I realized he had stopped, got out the car, and came down with the gun on me.
A Texas father is thankful to be alive after getting shot while visiting Rail Garden last week. 30-year-old Detwan Gunn is facing several charges in connection to the shooting.
WREG's Quimitra Wilborn breaks down how a disagreement over parking turned into what police are calling.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, man? You got to tell us how you feel tonight, man. This ain't the fucking improv tonight, man. You got to tell us how you feel, man.
What do you mean?
These fucking stories, man. This ain't the improv tonight, Don Rickles, man. This is a serious show, man. This is a tough one, man.
All right, I just got on, man, so I haven't been watching.
Yeah, salute to MD, man. He says, there's only 3 kinds of Americans, man. Red, white, and black. Everyone else has to go. Yeah, man, facts, man. Yo, listen, man. It's so much fucking everywhere you look, black people are just like they have. Did you see that brother, the last brother in court? He didn't give 2 shits about that. And he was giving out the energy. You know how some men give that energy? Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was giving out not give a fuck energy. He wasn't trying to give out I'm innocent. He was giving out I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga energy. And it's like we just don't care. We're savages. We are literal savages, man. The original sin in America, they need to change that to the original mistake. Okay? Bringing us over here was a mistake, man. Now, here's the thing, though. This is how fucked up gliders are. They would have ended up bringing us over here anyway through immigration. So it's like, it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, but at least they would have been able to like have a good couple 100 years without us, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
An attempted murder.
I didn't expect it to go like that.
In pain and barely able to move, Corey Coleman says he's thankful he can spend another day with his family. He was one of the people shot outside Rail Garden a week ago.
Shots in the rib, the back, stomach. I got staples all the way across. Whole back ate up here and the back of the head.
30-year-old Detwan Gunn faces numerous charges in connection to the shooting, including 5 counts of attempted second-degree murder. Coleman says
his name is Gunn, of course. Of course his name is Gunn.
he and his family are from Dallas and are temporarily staying in Memphis for his job. He says they were trying to enjoy a night out as a family when the incident happened. Coleman says the shooting stemmed from an argument between him and another man over a parking spot that he says he paid for. He says things quickly took a turn when he tried to explain that the spot was taken.
He was like,
what?
Yeah, telling me don't speak to him, he'll a killer or something like that. I'm like,
he said don't speak to him, he's a killer. See what I'm saying? See how niggas talk? That type of talk is what, it ain't about the parking space no more. If you say, man, don't talk to me, nigga, I'm a killer.
That's crazy.
It ain't like the parking spaces has been evaporated. It's like, and then look, you can't even talk to him. He tried to tell the guy, look, hey man, I paid for this parking space, and the nigga told him, "Don't talk to me. I'm a killer," and then shot him like 7 times in front of his family.
Jesus. This is the part when he said that. I'm like, you know what? You can't. Yeah, you can't do nothing. Can't do nothing at that.
Yeah, you can have that space. Listen, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's your space. You a killer, okay? That's your space. I get another space, man. And it's hard in
exactly.
the moment to say that in front of your wife and kids, because it's like some men feel like, like you punking them in front of their wife and their kids, man. And then your wife might be also be arguing like, oh, saying like y'all might be like, because people argue over parking spaces a lot and don't get killed. You dig what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
might get used to. You might think it's just one of these times we just gonna argue over the space. Now we here. No, we paid for this. That's ours. And a lot of times people don't understand, man. That like, yo, that shit is not worth it at all. Nothing's worth it with a son, man. Because this guy's gonna go to prison, right? And he gonna do that time standing on his fucking head. Nothing was lost. He ain't like the community is not without anything. You dig what I'm saying? The world hasn't been deprived of anything with him going and doing whatever 10, 8 years, however fuck much they're gonna give him in Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
It just gets him out of the way for the next kid coming up. Someone take his place.
Yeah, I mean we print these like this, like it's just listen, man. When you got a guy like this and you want to argue with a guy like this, sometimes like when you a G or you a dude like from the streets or whatever, or you an OG or whatever, you can feel that energy. You can look at certain niggas and tell what they're about. You know what I'm saying? You can look at him like I don't know how this guy looks in real life. I just seen his mugshot, but sometimes you can just tell. And then if they bold enough to tell you, man, I'm a killer, just believe them, man. And just be like, all right, man, you got it, man. You got a space, man. We'll go pay $5 for another space or $10 for another space, whatever the fuck, and never see you again. This is one thing I noticed too about niggas like this too in life. I'm talking about you could live in your city. You never see them again. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you live in a city that's kind of like a nice size. You may live 80 years and never see this nigga. You know, there's people I haven't seen since elementary school. There's people I haven't seen since junior high school. There's people I haven't seen since high school. There's people when I lived in one neighborhood and moved to another neighborhood, maybe 20 minutes away, 10 minutes away, I never see none of those people ever. So this is a lot of times the person, these niggas that you get into it with, you never seen them before, right? You may never see them, you may never cross paths with them again in life. So you gotta think about that, like, damn, is it worth it to get into this shit with some nigga that I'm probably never gonna see again in life? Fuck it, you can have a parking spot.
It's an opportunity
between him and another.
It's just an opportunity for one or both of them to throw away their lives. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah, and I don't think this guy right here wanted to throw away his life. He's with his family, but I know that I can look at him and tell he ain't no he's just a son man too. I can look at him and tell he's a son man too, but it's like you get confronted with that. Like as a white guy, right? Your social contract with another white guy is not that like somebody got to die over that situation, right? Now somebody may die, right? But it's not that with some people. With us sons, it's like, yo, back down, or if you don't back down, somebody gonna die, and we ready to kill somebody, and we ready to, and we not caring about nothing else, no consequences.
Now, is it because they don't know it's stupid, or that they don't care that it's stupid?
Like you.
It's probably both, man. Because when you are a son man, you've been a son man all your life, and you elementary school, junior high school, like you've seen and have been in and have heard about and have witnessed gazillion son situations, and you know that the ways you to act to be considered a man and to have your and to be able to just hold your head high, to be able to sleep at night is to, you know what I'm saying, be the winner of the confrontation, whether it be with words, fists, or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Because some men can't stand getting punked. Some men hate feeling like they got punked.
Yeah,
Or
that
like
shit will
somebody.
fuck with you heavy.
We've all had
Yeah.
to deal with it, man. I've had to
We've
deal with
all,
it
even me.
Yup.
Yeah.
thousands of times, man. I mean, it's just something. It's a part of survival, man. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with it, man. I've punked some hard ass niggas too before. They just ain't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just on one that day. Like my energy, the wave that was going through my body when whatever kicked off was stronger than theirs. You know what I'm saying? My DNA, my melanin, and whatever the fuck was bouncing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I done see, man, I done seen it on both sides, but then you gotta like just be like, man, fuck this shit. I don't care, man. I'm probably never gonna see this nigga again in life. Fuck this nigga, man. Here, man, you can have it, man. Good day, man. Good day, my friend.
That he says he paid for. He says things quickly took a turn when he tried to explain that the spot was taken.
He was like, yeah, telling me don't speak to him, he'll kill her or something like that. I'm like, of course, what are you talking about?
Coleman says that's when the unthinkable happened.
He pulled out the gun the first time, and I had my 14-year-old next to me. I said, man, let's go. So as we moved, he drove toward the exit like he was going to go, and then I heard the people from behind say, he got a gun. Like he was getting out the car. And that's when he started trying to come down on me.
Coleman says while his son got away safely, he was shot multiple times. Memphis police say several others were also hit by birdshot rounds. Asked the suspect.
And of course, he shot some other people that had nothing to do with it. It wouldn't be, you know, that type of shit right there, like that they almost always shoot someone else. That just like, it just speaks to the nature of these people and these interactions, that they almost always shoot someone else. Like they seeing red, like they seeing a different type of red when they get in these situations.
Drove off. Coleman's older son says he followed the gunman, hoping to get a tag number.
After I had followed him and called the police and got the license plate, I hung up and I was about to turn around and I ran into him again. And that's when he had shot at me, almost wrecked out.
MPD says they used the tag number to track down the vehicle and eventually connect it to gun. Coleman says his only focus right now is on recovering.
I'm alive, so I'm thankful.
Reporting for your news leader from Midtown, Demetria Wilborn, W.
It's a battle of business closures, mounting crime concerns, and negative perceptions. Tonight, many are questioning what's really going on in downtown Memphis. WREG investigators continue to dig deeper into the heart of the city.
Our chief investigator, Jessica Gertler, explains why some are arguing it's safer than it's been in years.
What did you hear last night? The loudest gunshots of my life.
It's really uncomfortable to see.
They threw up some gang signs and then they all ran different directions.
The crime, headlines, social media chatter. It's all taking a toll on the heart of the city.
Crime has changed it.
Many of you tell us you're hesitant to go into downtown Memphis.
I just don't have no reason to go down there. No comment.
But those who frequent the area tell a different story.
We go down there to I think it's called the Tomley Park. I let my baby play down there, but most likely I feel safe when I go down there.
According to the city's new
course you
analytics
do.
website, folks should feel safer. In the downtown zip code of 38103, as of July, the leading issue is property crime. 8% of reported incidents are violent.
Hey,
It doesn't show exactly where and when any of these incidents.
do you think she feels safe, honestly, or that she thinks she has to say that it's
No,
safe?
no, no. She really thinks that.
Yeah.
No.
She's a that's her habitat. That's her natural habitat.
Right.
With you teaching me this glider, like this is sick. I know we
Yeah.
know.
Listen, man, when I used to live in these neighborhoods, right? And you know how you dealing with girls, right? I'd be like, hey, Chef, you know, come over tonight. You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, black girls just get on the bus and walk down the street over 11 o'clock at night. It's nothing. We used to ride around looking for chicks at night, and chicks would hop in our car at
Yeah.
night and smoke
Good old.
with us.
That's good old days. Those are the good old
Yes.
days.
I'm talking about be like four of us just in the car, like pull up on her. What's up, shorty? And one of us holler, be like, yeah, what y'all doing? What you doing tonight? You out here? If it's just one, and let it be two. Oh yeah, then the odds increase of them getting in. But a lot of times, one of them would just get in, and then they'd be like, and we'd be smoking or drink or whatever, or do what we do, or whatever. We trying to smash them and shit, and they just get in the car. This is their habitat. This is their, you know what I'm saying? This is the they're not like in it's not like you put a polar bear in the forest or put a grizzly bear in the Arctic. These people are in their habitat.
Tomley Park. I let my baby play down there, but most likely I feel safe when I go down there.
According to the city's new analytics website, folks should feel safer. In the downtown zip code of 38103, as of July, the leading issue is property crime. 8% of reported incidents are violent. It doesn't show exactly where and when any of these incidents took place, just that overall crime has dropped 23% in the zip code compared to the same time last year. It's about the same compared to 2022. Still, one crime is too many, especially for a mother whose daughter was shot and killed getting into her car on South Main last August in the early hours.
Knowing that she's not coming home, no parent should have to go through this.
It happened just feet away from a cupcake shop that closed 4 months later, the owner blaming mounting crime concerns. Add his shop to the list of these other businesses that you see on your screen, all closing in recent months, from restaurants to bakeries, not every place giving a specific reason. Supper Club on 2nd citing numerous challenges. Blind Bear Speakeasy on
numerous challenges mean nigger must challenges. Negro must challenges.
Main, the latest to close. The owner hasn't said why.
That each business has its own stories.
Downtown Neighborhood Association President Jared Price says businesses close for different reasons. Not all have to do with crime. Some point to economic challenges and consumer habits changing. Still,
we just really need to step back and analyze what all we can do to support our communities.
His association now on social media promoting downtown real estate.
What can this dude get in the boardroom with a bunch of other business owners and figure out other than
move?
Bar them from coming down there. Bar sons from coming down there. Think about it.
No, they'll play an outreach night.
This dude is probably hell on a spreadsheet. He can probably look at a spreadsheet or PowerPoint or Excel and like a Venn diagram. He can look at just anything and just, this is that, decipher it and comprehend it and understand it. But in this case, one group is doing 1,000% of the crime. Okay? All of it. And he's probably they're going to have a meeting and not even discuss that part of it. That'll never come up. It'll be they'll talk about everything under the sun except for the fact that every single one of these fucking shootings and carjackings and robberies down there, every single one of them was done by a sun turd. So
They
what
will
the
have to
fuck
have
is
us in the meeting, but
yeah,
they'll be uncomfortable, but they'll be happy
exactly.
that we will be there.
Exactly. This meeting that they talking about is gonna be is a big fucking waste of time.
Challenges and consumer habits changing. Still,
we just really need to step back and analyze what all we can do to support our communities.
His association now on social media promoting downtown real estate, encouraging someone to move into the empty space here on Beale.
Price said they also made a plea to the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, begging for help with patrols on the weekends between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. The Sheriff's Office stating they're devoting extra resources to help
Think about this. So they got rid of the Scorpion unit, and now they have to have the sheriffs. So they got their Memphis Police Department, and now they need the county police to come downtown. You need the county police to patrol downtown in the heart of the city. Because you got rid of the Scorpion Squad. So basically, they're a Scorpion Squad, except they're, I guess, nicer, right? More friendlier.
Staffing shortages at the jail, but will crunch numbers to see if they can help. Meanwhile, the new Downtown Memphis Commission President Chandel Ryan tells us they're continuously working with police.
So we've looked at the short-term opportunities, and there are definitely some long-term opportunities.
Some ideas coming from a safety study the DMC had
What?
authorized, including
She
fully
is?
staffing the blue.
What'd she say?
She's the one that's running it. Yeah, they have no hope.
Yeah.
Will crunch numbers to see if they can help. Meanwhile, the new Downtown Memphis Commission President Chandel Ryan tells us they're continuously working with police.
So we've looked at the short-term opportunities, and there are definitely some long-term opportunities.
Some ideas coming from a safety study the DMC had authorized, including fully staffing the Blue Suede Brigade. Those you see in blue focused on hospitality and security. She says they're also adding new events to attract more residents and families.
All shit that ain't gonna work. Because these motherfuckers, unless they can crack heads, I don't see a gun, I don't see a baton. The niggas ain't gonna respect them. They're gonna be like, bitch ass nigga, I come and do that to you. I come back up here and burn your bitch ass. Like if this dude's sweating some niggas and some niggas is loitering or smoking some weed or doing something they ain't supposed to be doing down there, and this nigga roll up, man, they gonna be like, man, you better get the fuck on, nigga, before fucking smoke your bitch ass. Or they gonna be like, nigga, I know where the fuck you live, nigga. Oh, you where the fuck you live? Like the niggas will just intimidate him, man. He has
Shout
no
out.
power.
Shout out to the Scorpion Kings, man. They're sorely missed.
Yeah. Hire more of these motherfuckers is her plan. And then have like fucking skating fucking sessions and shit. The fuck?
Yeah, you
That's
couldn't pay me to
plan?
go there.
Yeah, man. I mean, you would stick out like a sore thumb, man. Like, I mean, like, just think about it. You're like a white guy. You're not like a wigger, are you? You're like a regular white guy, right?
I'm just a regular stock USDA grade A American white guy. I'm the kind of guy.
But the gliders that live there, they don't even set a foot, and they try not to set a foot in downtown. So where do they go? Do they just go right?
Well, no, I think they do go. I think they do go downtown, but I think that they
go daytime.
No, because in Memphis you got to remember they got a lot of attractions, bars. You got country music. I mean, they got a lot of stuff down there, right? So it's kind of like DC Adams Morgan, right?
Yeah.
White people are there. Well, at least let me just say historically. I don't know about now. U Street, Adams Morgan. You had different places. But like in a big city like that, white people like in DC, there's each neighborhood has its own little bars and stuff. So there's a lot of places white people can go. You know what I'm saying? That they don't have to be around Sons, but like if there's a space like this, like where it's like a downtown area, Sons probably got it after like 9, Like, so white people probably go down there, and then like they kind of like get out of there, you know what I'm saying, earlier, and then later on, the later it gets, the sunnier it gets. It's probably like that. Like whites probably
Basically.
go down there for dinner, like around 6, 7, 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Drinks and shit, and Uber home or whatnot. And then like once it's like 11, 12, it's dank and dark, and a bunch of seedy ass sunmen standing around smoking weed and staring at each other and catcalling bitches. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a whole different vibe. And if you're dumb enough to still be around at that time and you're white, yeah, I mean, you could be a victim, or you could just be made to feel uncomfortable.
Attract more residents and families and are cleaning up the area to make it more vibrant.
There are other things like making sure that we have good lighting and those kinds of things that will take a longer effort.
Lighting is one concern you brought to our attention, especially in the South Main area. Our cameras caught a plethora of burnout bulbs last December, but recently noticed it's improved. MLGW telling us it worked with the city to convert all streetlights to brighter, long-lasting LEDs.
Things are moving in the right direction.
President of Memphis Tourism, Kevin Kane.
And I think the reputation and the
Skip Bayless,
Skip Bayless' cousin.
conversation of that will improve with time.
Kane says there was only 26 days last year where there wasn't something happening at the convention center, bringing in revenue and tourists to the region. He says it's the busiest it's ever been in its 50-plus years.
It could only be better with a reimagined and improved convention center hotel. The Sheraton being for sale, we're hoping somebody will take that property and bring it up to current standards to match what we have done here on this side of the street.
Ryan says they.
Yeah, that is a old looking hotel. Yeah,
that should go to the Venezuelans.
Yeah, let them have it.
Jesus.
Man. Yeah, they would let them have that. They in New York, they're giving them like luxury apartments and shit. So yeah, let them have that and have them right downtown, and they'll kind of like, they won't push the Suns out, but
they'll offset it.
Yeah, they'll compete for with the Suns for resources.
Yeah, it will be less sunny a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, they'll some burritos have a way of like, displacing Suns.
Yeah, that's how it is in Aurora. That's how
bring
it
it
is
up.
out here.
Oh yeah, they displacing y'all.
Hell yeah.
Are you in Aurora?
It's everywhere.
It's like he's asking if are you in Aurora?
Oh yeah, I live in Aurora.
Yeah, that's where that hotel is. It's been taken over, and then they had to chase them out and chase out all the tenants. They're calling it because of like building code violations, but it's because it's been taken over by the Venezuelan gangs.
Yeah, I pass that place like almost every day.
It was a big story like 3 days ago.
You see them. You.
Oh yeah, bro. It's like living in Venezuela, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just different, bro.
Like how?
But the energy, yeah. How's their energy towards? Because
like,
I'm around them too when I go to Colombia. So how's their energy?
It starts.
They do. They like, bro. They be outside, like at the stoplights, trying to like wash people's windows, trying to sell stuff.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So they're like they're what do you call it? Aggressive entrepreneurs.
Yeah. They'll be like, even when like the light turns green, they're still like standing there trying to like wash people's windows, trying to get money and stuff.
And like the moped zipping up and down the street everywhere.
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not like New York. New York and Jersey has a lot of those because of the bike lanes.
So tell me this: are sons starting to crack on the? It's not a lot of women; it's mostly men, right?
Yeah, it's the men. Yeah.
So there's no. So see, that's the fucked up part. Like at least if it was like 50-50, sons could like, you know, have some pretty babies and shit. Like
Hey,
we
I
don't
ain't
get
even gonna. Hey,
real.
I ain't even gonna lie. I be hitting on the women too though. There's this one Venezuelan dude right next to my house, bro. Like right across the street. Like there's like 10 of them living in the house together, and I be trying to hit on the females and stuff.
But they're territorial about that because what happens is they know sons like their women. So when they have their little underground things, they won't invite sons around it.
Oh hell no. You be a fool. Like think about it. Like why would you invite like Africans don't invite sons to this shit. Look at
Yeah.
man. Nobody invites sons to this. Nobody invites sons. That's why this downtown situation is so crazy because you can't uninvite sons to downtown. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't say y'all can't come downtown. They like it's downtown.
To current standards to match what we have done here on this side of the street.
Ryan says they've recruited 2 new businesses that will open in South Main and are working to secure other major projects, like the Walk, which turns a 20-acre blighted section into apartments, hotels, and retail space.
We've got the 100 North Main building. That's a $282 million investment in the north sector of downtown, which is going to be really transformational. And I'm wanting to celebrate that and continue on with that effort.
There's no doubt COVID exacerbated issues, hurting office occupancy and retail. Some argue, though, more has to be done, like a call for Beale Street to cut off alcohol sales earlier and an op-ed suggesting more cameras and a security zone.
Those is all Negro, anti-Negro changes.
What happens next?
They might have to go
Only
with the
time
nuclear
will tell.
option,
But we
classical
do
music.
know-
Yeah, classical music would definitely listen. Sons, yeah, definitely, man. That'll work, man. But it's the fucked up thing is you gotta make everybody uncomfortable to get rid of sons. And I think classical music would get everybody out of it. I think blaring classical music, white people wouldn't want that either. It's just
Yeah.
sedan. You gotta
Gliders that like country music, they're not gonna like it either.
Yeah, you gotta suffer. You gotta make everybody's gotta suffer to get rid of sons. The main event.
Tonight, police are investigating this incident caught on video at a Shake Shack in DC's DuPont Circle neighborhood Saturday. 28-year-old Christian Dingus says he believes the violence was fueled by hate.
There was a desire to be violent towards me.
DC Metro are reviewing video recorded from inside the restaurant. Christian says it was a kiss with his partner inside the restaurant that prompted a reaction from an employee who...
Look at these white people. See, this is the thing, too. Some men, man, like, yeah, I don't know if this is really what happened, but I'd be offended if you kiss a man in front of me, man. Like if I'm standing right there and you start kissing a man, yo, that shit gonna make my stomach turn, my G. I might vomit.
You can't do that though. That's their business though, man.
Nah, listen though. I get it, and I know that you're supposed to be used to it, and I've come a long way. Pause. Where I could I don't make jokes about them. I don't call everything gay, or I don't use the F word. I don't, you know what I'm saying, laugh when I see them. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't do all the stuff I used to do when I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I came a long way too.
Laughing.
But what they do,
I still laugh too, especially when they tell when they read. Like I hate the ones when you order something, they're like, "Man, I take out order." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, oh, you just try to
the
be
mechanics of their
mature.
actual act of love and courtship is disgusting. That's all.
Yes,
I'm saying.
agreed.
Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck, man. Like yo, like you standing there and shit in line. Hey, who's this Jewish Nazi, man? Who are you, man?
I'm Jewish Nazi, yo.
Sound like a porn bomber.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah, man. Jewish Nazi. Yeah, but like, yeah, I'm gonna be offended, man. That's gonna in DuPont Circle. I told you guys that's the gay part of town. That's like where if there's it's kind of like a gay district. They have like bookstores and they have like bars and shops where like that's like a gay area. Now they have other stores down there. They have like an area called Farragut North that is right on the like it neighbors DuPont Circle. So you could be in Farragut North and walk up one block and you're in fucking DuPont Circle. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But Farragut North has a lot of strip clubs, real like heterosexual strip clubs, and they got a lot of stores and shit like Burberry, all the like the a lot of high-end stores are down there. So you could end up in Adams Morgan and not even know it sometimes. But at the end of the day, you're in not Adams Morgan, DuPont Circle. You're in DuPont Circle. There are gays there. If you work, these guys work in DuPont Circle, they know where they work at. The guys who were at the workers at the restaurant who kicked his ass, they know where they work at. So it got to be something else.
As he believes the violence was fueled by hate.
There was a desire to be violent towards me.
DC Metro are reviewing video recorded from inside the restaurant. Christian says it was a kiss with his partner inside the restaurant that prompted a reaction from an employee who he claims told them, "You can't be doing that here," as the couple waited for their order.
Like I didn't want to, take any involvement with it. Like I'm just going to wait for my food and get out of here. My partner got a little bit more upset.
Christian says the worker escorted the pair outside.
Okay, so yeah, like, and to that son, man, whatever he said to you has no bearing. What you said in response is where it starts, and that's something that a lot of people have struggled. Hit the like button, subscribe, support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Take the $5 challenge. This porn bomber, he's back in there under another name. Golly, man. You always have to know, we kind of talked about this earlier, that when you respond, if I say, Mark, fuck you, and Mark say, what, bitch ass nigga? Oh, I'm a bitch ass nigga? Oh. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
It's like whatever I said, it just doesn't compute with us.
Says the worker escorted the pair outside and began to berate them verbally. The 30-second clip shows a group punching and pushing a man to the ground, who slowly proceeds to get up. It ends as police appear to arrive on the scene.
Guys, the police are here.
They all just kind of started attacking me at that point, dragging me back, threw me on the floor, and continuously punching me in my head.
Christian says he has a concussion, bruising, and trauma to his leg, head, and face.
He's lucky that wasn't me, man. They didn't like. He's lucky, right? If this was taken the same day, he got over.
What happened to his mans? They beat the brakes out of him too.
Maybe he don't want to be shown on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't want to be in the piece.
Is there any other evidence other than this guy's word that this happened? Is there video or anything?
Yeah, man. It is video, man.
It's not like what his boyfriend
look like for you and your partner after something so harrowing.
I don't know. I mean, I just hope, those that, kind of did this are held accountable.
In a statement to NBC News, Shake Shack says in part they are aware of the incident and suspended the team members involved pending further review.
They only got suspended. Yeah, they're gonna get fired. Ain't no way you beating up no gay person in DuPont Circle anywhere. Ain't no way you beating up any gay customer anywhere and not getting fired.
George Solis, NBC News.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app.
This is the Metro Weekly Podcast. We look now at reports of an alarming assault that happened at a popular restaurant chain in Washington, D.C. This post is titled, "Gay Man Beaten by Shake Shack Employees for Kissing Partner."
Video of the attack, which occurred in D.C.'s DuPont Circle, shows multiple...
Right.
Police say they're investigating an attack outside the DuPont Circle Shake Shack as a suspected hate crime. Shake Shack workers who are accused in the attack are now suspended pending an investigation. News 4's Derek Ward reports the man who was attacked allegedly by these employees was attacked outside after he kissed his male partner. And we want to warn you that some of the video that you're about to see may be disturbing to watch.
This incident captured by cell phone video outside the Shake Shack near DuPont Circle Saturday evening. It appears to show several Shake Shack employees beating up a customer. Christian Dingus, the man at the center of it, says it started inside.
We went to the Shake Shack in DuPont, myself and a few friends and my partner, and we were waiting in line. It's like 45 minutes for our food.
He says he asked where the food was, and the response from an employee was what he termed as aggressive. He says his partner pulled him aside. Dingus says it.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't over you kissing. Okay. Yeah. You got to understand, like when sons work somewhere, they like take ownership to that stuff. It's a weird thing. It's like we don't give a fuck, but then we do give a fuck. It's like, it's weird. Because like sometimes we'd be like, man, fuck this shit. I don't give a fuck about this job. I ain't moving, you know what I'm saying? And then but our role in it, we take very serious. Like you ain't just saying nothing to no son. You ain't just being like chop chop. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be in a restaurant with some old burritos. You be like chop chop, and the little person come over there, and he might have an attitude, but he'll come, son, and be like, what? Son, man, yeah.
So they're smart because now they're trying to use it as a hate crime.
Yeah.
Because they were gay, so they know what they're doing now.
When the guy at the desk said this is going to be disturbing, I was afraid he was going to show us the video of the two guys kissing.
Yikes. That shit is so disgusting, man. And they know, and they gotta know, like, listen, man, I get what you want to live your life and whatnot and do your thing. Like my wife, she breastfeed, right? So when my daughter was very young, she used to like to, even though she'd had the cover over and everything, but she liked to breastfeed my daughter on demand. So she'll take her, she'll have my daughter there feeding her with the little thing over, and I'd be like, baby, like everybody don't want to see that, and she get mad and shit, right? And I'd be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get, I can feed my child. You can't say anything about me feeding my child and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, shit, man. I'm like, yeah, I get it. So I get understanding, like, yo, I have the right to do what I want to do anywhere and shit. But, yeah, but still, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to, like, still, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still, yeah, but she stopped doing that shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like she'll go in the car and shit or something like that, or, go in a little room or something. But, like, it's like, yeah, man, like just because you can do something, don't mean you should do it everywhere.
It was an effort to defuse the situation.
And my partner, and we were waiting in line. It's like 45 minutes for our food.
He says he asked where the food was, and the response from an employee was what he termed as aggressive. He says his partner pulled him aside. Dingus says it was an effort to defuse the situation.
And there, like, he kissed me. And then while that, another worker came up and was like, hey, you guys can't do that here. In which at that point, when he broke us up, I just kind of like walked away. I didn't want to deal with it.
And he says he thought that would be the end of it. As his partner voiced his disapproval at what had just happened, he says a worker escorted his partner out the side door.
They said you can't do that here, and they said, okay. That's what happened.
Like, right, like in a gay district. Like, it's not like this is in fucking Southeast DC. This is in like the gay district where like it's probably a gay bookstore next door and shit. And some gay guys just let some fucking sunturn tell them, hey man, you can't do that here. No way, man. No fucking way, man.
Not without running his mouth,
Man, running their mouth. That's their area. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, everywhere is their area, right? But this is their area. Like they have so much, like gay people have so many rights now and so much, like it's almost like this is impossible. It's impossible it went like this. You can't say shit about a gay person anywhere. Well, the trans ones, they got the most right. They maybe I guess because the trans ones they have they're like the top of the food chain. So he just gay. So maybe I don't know how it is for just gay people. But I know with trans people, you can't say anything about them. You have to accept everything they do.
Just
I
happened.
fucking
He
hate
says a
trans
worker
people.
escorted his partner out the side door.
And continued confrontation outside, like against the wall.
Inga says that's when he went outside. He says he stepped in between his partner and the worker. Another attempt to defuse the situation.
You know, at that point, like immediately, without a
Have a
second,
three-way.
The worker just turned on me, started attacking me. And at that point, I think there might have been either 2 or 3 other workers as well. Threw me to the ground. I didn't fight back at all. Immediately just kind of went into the fetal position to protect myself.
This dude's like 6'4", and he got no fetal position, man.
He's a bottom.
Yo, I can't even get in the fetal position, dog. It's like, yo, how do you
Oh shit, this shit crazy.
how the fuck did he get into the fetal position? Like, it's just, yo.
Let's look at it again. Let's go to the tape. How soon does he get into the fetal position?
Yo, my God, my G. Here he is on the ground. You see him right here?
Yeah.
He's right there. So, yeah, he was on line. He is in the fetal position.
I thought he went to sleep for a second,
Yeah. He got knocked out. He got knocked out, yeah. Damn.
Where was his husband or his boyfriend during all this?
Oh my God, spooning him. His husband's probably spooning him. That's probably what he did. Shit, man. This is crazy, my G. Wow.
I would have said something like turtled up or something. I don't know if I'd have called it the fetal position.
Right. This is bizarre, man. This whole thing is bizarre. You got all this lip, you going back and forth with these people, you go outside, you got to be escorted, and then as soon as punches thrown, it's like, what the fuck?
Second, the worker just turned on me, started attacking me. And at that point, I think there might have been either 2 or 3 other workers as well.
Yeah, he looks like
threw me to the ground. I didn't fight back at all. Immediately just kind of went into the fetal position to protect myself.
Dingus says he doesn't remember how long the beating continued, but he does recall someone breaking it up and seeing a police cruiser nearby.
They didn't get involved until afterwards. I stood up and kind of looked at them, and I was like, so what's going on? Like, what are we going to do?
They took
Then the dinner
information
shift
from
came in
Dingus
and beat
from
him,
people
worked him
inside
over.
the Shake Shack. No one was arrested. They asked him if he wanted to go to the hospital.
No one was arrested. This is weird. This is a weird story. They must have been dead wrong. You beat up a gay guy in DuPont Circle and no one was arrested. Y'all, they must have did. Let me see the comment section, man. There's no way that this is just such a hard story to believe, man.
If you were just a straight guy, I'd totally believe it.
This dude said worked on Mass Avenue just off DuPont Circle in the 90s. The people born and raised in D.C. were always quoting scripture, citing their pastor's words in absolute opposition to any and all LGBTQ positive identification and support. Spitefully cited it as a crazy suburban thing to want same-sex couples to have civil liberties and rights, opportunities, and peaceful life. Have their religious leaders ever really come forward to take full blame for their explicit participation in this horrible yeah, man.
Whatever that shit is.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
this
a
is
liar.
this is odd. This is an odd story, man. Um, yeah, they got a hell of a lawsuit. We'll say that.
And he did, eventually. As for Christian Dingus, the bruises are still there, as is the pain. Some of it's emotional.
If we were a straight couple, you probably wouldn't have broken us up for kissing in the back of the restaurant.
Derek Ward, News 4.
Oh, they were in the back of the restaurant probably making out. Oh yeah, nah, you can't. Like they probably were like slobbering and nah,
Come on, yo. This
nah, man. Get
You know
that
how they
shit
are.
out,
The
man.
story ain't
They
adding
can't
up
stop
at all.
themselves. They can't stop themselves. They were doing something. He was kissing him on the loins.
You gotta get out of here, man, because it's like it's so much. Like listen, man, that shit just not. It just like I'm here working, buddy, and you back there tongue kissing your fucking lover and
Oh
make out
man.
session in the back of the fucking restaurant. Yeah, nah, hey man, you gotta go, man. Yeah, you gotta go, man. You gotta get out of here, man.
I'm trying to eat my dinner break.
Right.
You know where you're at. If he would
Yeah.
have pulled one of those, oof.
Sammy the Bull says he sounded like Blank Man after he got hit. Wow. Salute to everybody out there, man. Great show, man. Same black time, same black channel. Out of here. Peace.
Salute, y'all.